Hello and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I am your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and we're back for another episode of The Download. So if you requested the live notifications for the download, you're about to receive that right now. And I was gonna do 1330 sidereal time reading, but Spirit said just call it the download, and it's actually perfect. I got that we should do the download at 1330 sidereal time, so that might possibly be a new thing, but that's crazy because that means I'm gonna be up at crazy hours to get this reading out because it changes all the time. 1330 sidereal time local changes. So some of you are like, what is she talking about? 1330 sidereal time. 1330 sidereal time. Scientists study and they found that there's a 400% increase to remote viewing capabilities during that time. And so I was doing a lot of 1330 sidereal readings before, and it's been quite a while. Once it switched to like 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning, I wasn't catching it so much anymore. Anyways, but so let me just finish sending this notification out. There we go. I'm gonna get into these messages. So we're just gonna do this like a normal download, but it's at sidereal time, local sidereal time, 1330. So here we go. What is the message from Quentin's Oracle for this video? Whenever you find it, it is timeless and its messages are timeless. Spirit will design when you find, and if you're in tune with us at the present time, you've probably been in tune with us for a while. So I want to thank you for that. So for Quentin's Oracle, oh, look at this. There's a puppy on the chair and somebody hopping in the bed. Interesting. And they're sitting on the foot of the bed having a conversation with their puppy. They could be smoking a cigarette, smoking a joint, holding a carrot. These are the things that I got. Somebody's trying to get their dog to pay attention. Somebody's trying to cast a spell on their pet to see how that works. Interesting. Okay, so weird stuff coming through already. Let's see what we have. What is this picture that you drew? Can you explain this picture since you're standing here next to me?
There's a dog and there's a dog toy and the girl on the hand, and there's a person sitting on the bed.
Okay, so there's a person sitting in the bed, and the person on the bed has the dog toy in their hand, and the dog is there. Okay, thank you. All right, go about your business. I'm gonna mind mine now too. All right, let's see what we have from the download, or no, not the download, my mini custom words of clarity deck. What do we have from it for today? Okay, for love, we have insight. Also, it says visual and wisdom. So insight. When I designed this card, I was shown the significance of sight from within. Okay, so to increase and allow, increase or allow. Okay, allow the flow of love that's available for us. We need to, at this time, we're being asked to focus on our insight. We have sight within. We are being asked to focus. Therefore, peace. What is our word of clarity for peace at this time? Please and thank you. What is our word of clarity for peace at this time? Please and thank you. Tatiana, what up, girl? First commenter of the day. I got Kat. I got Royal Sagittarius. Loving y'all today. Thank you so much. Okay, for peace, we have happiness. I love it. So they're giving me that there'll be double emphasis on whatever comes out in place of happiness today. Let's see. If I remember correctly, the last time we did this, happiness came out in place of happiness. But let's see, what is our word of clarity for happiness at this time, please and thank you. Oh, man, I just want to tell you, too, somebody was like, yeah, I've been watching your show. Really? Oh, my gosh, I got so excited. Okay, Spark, you never know who's on your side. You never know who's on your team. Or I should say, you never know who's in your corner. And you know what? Just keep doing you to the max. All right. Spark, happiness. Happiness is being sparked. Cheerlessness at the bottom of the deck. Diversion. Oh, there's been some distraction, change of plans. Something has changed. But your wisdom, your insight says this is a change to be celebrated. The happiness is bringing much happiness. It's sparking much happiness in your life. Let's see what is going on from the download. My custom oracle deck. Ooh. These guys are on back order again, so if you want one, you better let me know because they're on back order right now. All right. Oh, Lord T. And I still haven't put them on Etsy or anything. Somebody's asking, have you put them on Etsy? No, I haven't. I have not put them on anything yet. They're only available exclusively from me still at this time. So what do we have for this message? Thank you. Look at that pretty swirl of color. I love it. Beautiful colors, swirling energy and motion, things moving, blending, coming together, the energy coming from this way to that way to the other way. So let's see what it says. Oh, wow. Everything is always working for me. Praise. It is working on our behalf. And once we know that, boy, that'll change our whole perspective. When you understand that the crazy shit that happened today, man, and the full moon was just here, and I was just saying, you know, full moon lunacy, like that's a real thing. Like, ask anybody who works in emergency services, they'll tell you full moon is a real deal. It's not no joke. It's not just some saying folks say. Like the moon and it has pull magnetic force on the tides, and it has magnetic force on the human tide as well. That tide of what? Tide of the waters, and waters in tarot. Even I'm hearing it's not by no mistake. The emotions are represented by the suit of water, feelings, okay? And so, yeah, it messes with folks' feelings. So let's see what's the overall guidance when you come in tune with this message, this perfectly divinely designed message during 1330 Sidereal time. Thank you, praise. All right, what do we have for the love and peace and happiness tribe? What do we have for them today, listeners? Thank you. Rejection is God's protection. And redirection. Just say no. Just say no. Say it with me. No. Practice it out loud. Everybody say no.
No.
Say it. No.
No.
No is a complete sentence. When somebody say no, you supposed to keep messing with them, Princeton? No.
No.
No means no. And we have to learn to say no sometimes, especially when your psychic intuition at the bottom of the deck over here, the psychic card is here, right? So especially when your psychic intuition is saying, oh, that's not for you, boo. Back. Tell them to get back. Tell them no. And no does not need any further explanation. It is a complete sentence in and of itself. It don't need no helpers. No is an N-O, period. How you spell no, Princeton?
N-O.
That's right, N-O. That's it, period. When you say no, no means no. And when somebody tells you no, no means no. You get in trouble when folks say, no, don't do that to me, or no, and you keep going. And so, they're talking, they speaking, channeling with my family surrounding me right now doing the download. They're speaking because they're saying, you know what? No does mean no. And when you told them no and they kept pursuing and pushing and pressuring, and so that's why they ended up right where they ended up. You know what I'm saying? Sit there and entertain your dog. Play with the toy with your dog. Don't worry about it. Everything is working for you. In other words, different ones are creating different experiences for themselves because they didn't understand and respect somebody's no. Somebody did not understand and respect the no answer. And don't you worry your pretty little head about it is what I hear. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Okay, because rejection is God's redirection. Whew. And it's like you got this feeling. You can feel it in your soul. When the latitudes are flowing and the power takes control. So for somebody, this goes back to somebody got. I hear if you entertain this energy, you're going to go back to your younger days, before your spirit came and calmed you down, before you got the fragmented parts of your personality put back together and you became whole again. And it's like, no, we ain't doing all that. No is an important answer. So if you feel the no, make sure you express the no. Don't allow yourself to feel like you're forced to anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see? Five of Swords. Five of Swords, this is a disagreement. This is an argument. This is a conflict between two individuals have a different opinion on things. There's a difference of opinion here. Everybody ain't in agreement when this card come out. Everybody ain't seeing things the same way. You know what I'm saying? I got my idea, you got your idea, and these two ideas, they don't ride together. They don't slide together. And it's, for somebody, it's definitely three people involved in the situation. Two people is walking away, one person holding all the truth, and two people trying to deny. Somehow there's some denial here. But you know what? You holding on to it, and you're like, whether it hurts or what, this is what it is. So the Five of Swords also, this is a situation where it could be some mental abuse involved for somebody, and for somebody it could be some mental illness involved. I'm hearing mental illness. I'm hearing within oneself. They're giving me something very specific here, saying that apply the message, Melinda, as if all of these characters in the card is the self. And so what they're saying is there's two parts, fragmented parts of the self. So what I'm getting is you've been through a big battle within yourself to remember yourself. In other words, put your members of yourself, the fragmented of yourself, back together. You know what I'm saying? Putting your own mind together, playing mind mechanic, getting your head right. And so there's two ideas I hear that you've held on to. One has a lot to do with grief, and I hear the other has a lot to do with ego. And I see that at this time you are walking away from it. You are learning some truths that kind of hurt like a bitch, but they set you free. See, he's holding the three swords in his hand, so that's giving me three of swords energy. Okay, and so the one truth, the one with the sword pointing down, that's the one that's really tough. Like these other two, I don't accept these two truths already. This is the one that really hurt to accept. And now you're watching that truth change your life. You're watching the truth that you've accepted now to change your perspective and the way you I'm hearing interrelate with someone else. Interrelate with somebody else. They're saying when you was talking about somebody here trying to cast a spell on their dog, that was a big thing. Okay, so for somebody, this is a friend, right? For somebody, you feel like there's a friend, and maybe I could just speak them into a more positive energy, because this friend will not leave your side. They're loyal. Okay, whoever this is loyal, a loyal friend. But you know what? They're saying this friend is authentic. This friend is genuine. However, you can't cast a spell to change the dog for being a dog. It may be loyal, but it's got a certain place where it's at. In other words, you can't, that dog is never going to reach human consciousness. It's going to stay at dog consciousness. That's where it's at. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? That's a tough one for me to hear because, here we go. Because I always am a believer, like, people could change. But the thing is, they have to want to. And so what that further lets me know is this person is not willing to raise their consciousness out of basic consciousness. They ain't willing to do the work. So clarifying this Five of Swords, we had the Eight of Cups fall out. And what else is back here? The Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Yep, it's just two of them. So Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Cap energy. Queen of Pentacles creating. This is a woman who is, or a feminine energy, a very, very creative, somebody who is very independent, somebody who is somebody has dark hair here. I'm hearing somebody has dark hair here. Somebody is very tall here. This is somebody who is a very beautiful person, somebody who has a darker complexion of hair. And this person is walking away from a battle. So with the Five of Swords, they're saying, it's okay to walk away from toxic mentalities and situations. So I feel like this is what has been going on. I feel like that's what's been going on. So let me see some predictions. Give me a nearest future prediction for this situation. Somebody really vibing what we're talking about. Everything has hit on point. And they say, then we keep it general so that way, with the generality, the blanket, you all know what the nuances are. So we gave some general descriptions and you know what it is. It's resonating in your soul. You know exactly their name and everything. Whew. Prediction. Somebody stepping up to the plate. Emperor energy is here. This is an Aries person, influential Aries person coming into somebody's life here. Yeah, we have an influential Aries person coming into somebody's life. I feel like you, whoever you are, because of the experience from the past, I feel like you personally are going to be a lot more grounded in your boundaries, a lot more firm with your boundaries, a lot more because like the inner sight, the insight, the wisdom, you know what I'm saying? You done seen it already. You've been through it. You've been through the drama. You've been through the mess. You've been through these cycles before. And so I see where it's time for you to assert boundaries. It'll be easier for you to say no. That's what I see. You coming into a very powerful energy where it's easy for you to say no. And it's like, I'm hearing, woo, that's I don't know how I feel about saying that, but I'm gonna say it. I'm hearing it's gonna be like teaching these old dogs new tricks. I hear you're gonna be retraining these dogs. In other words, there's some that are loyal to you, but you're gonna teach them how to treat you in this new energy, is what I'm hearing. You're gonna teach them how to treat you in this new energy. Yeah, that's what you're doing right here, because everything is always working for you. Now you got this psychic insight, you're using your inner wisdom, you're focused on making your own happiness and your own peace, and you found the clue on how to do it. So you realize that there's great value in saying no to somebody. And look, and the eyes is closed, and what you got to talk about, I ain't trying to see it or hear it. It don't need to be around me. That's what somebody's saying. And so these boundaries are getting real strong. You're coming into Emperor energy. Once you've learned to assert your boundaries, now you can expand whatever it is you're doing. You're doing something financially, you're doing something in a relationship, you're doing something, whatever it is, even for your own spirituality and your own soul's evolution. It requires certain boundaries with certain energies, you know what I'm saying? And if you will stop looking at folks as individual persons all the time, and sometimes you need to really zoom out to the big perspective and see that these are two different energies. It's either a light high vibration energy, or it's a very dense and it's very dark and heavy low vibration energy. And when you begin to recognize these energies with your psychic intuition here, that's been kicked up 10 notches. I hear kicked up 10 notches since we last checked is what I hear. Then applying that insight, that wisdom, you get telling you when to say no. These boundaries is getting real strong. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is choosing, rather than to be with others, they're going to be spending a lot more time sitting in the bed with their little loyal puppy. Yeah, a whole lot of talking. Y'all got me saying a whole lot of things tonight. What else are you going to clarify since I got to pull what we got for, the Three of Swords. Look at, and my Three of Swords got water spilled on it. But I had decided a long time ago when I had made this tarot deck that any little nicks, any little marks on it, whatever was going to be perfect to channel these messages. And so it's perfect that water was spilled on the Three of Swords card. I don't remember how it happened specifically, but it happened. And don't it look like the tears of a clown when there's no one around? So it's like, well, as you assert these boundaries, different ones, they're gonna be crying. They're gonna be, but because I miss him, but please don't go, girl. I don't know. Something like that. All right, what else we got? Three of Swords, okay, and the Three of Cups. And now this is coming back to you. This is coming back to you. Now they bring it back to you. Because didn't I mention the Three of Swords over here? Truth hurt like bitch. This is where you did your crying. You did your crying over here when you see the truth of the situation, and you had to put yourself together, remember yourself, put your members of yourself back together. And also when you had to allow yourself to walk away from some connections that were low vibrational, right? Now that they're referring to that action of the Three of Swords, they're saying that action there puts you in an alignment. We have the Three of Cups coming out as the other clarifier for this Emperor card, an alignment with the Three of Cups energy. The three and the three together is coming out. It's not just giving me angel number 33. This is a master teacher number, but it's giving me an alignment of energy. That truth that you learned, that you admitted to yourself, to remember your consciousness, your personality, your humanity, your divinity, all of it is aligning you to pure joy. And I see that now you will defend that no matter what. Now that you put yourself together in your true state, you know what I'm saying? And can't nobody really tell you nothing about yourself, because you found so much where you were in an energy that needed some more developing. You stayed focused on self-development, learning, and doing the hard work, which is facing those truths that a lot of people, they run from that shit. They don't want to see their truth. They want to see their truth. They want you to sugarcoat shit. They want you to be their yes man. Tell them what they want to hear. If you coming over here looking for somebody just be telling you what you want to hear, you got the wrong one. Definitely do not get a reading with me, because you will be pissed the hell off and you might not get your whole call. I'm just saying. Because we're going to put it the way it's coming out. And somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's what you have to do with yourself. That's what you have to do with yourself. There was some truths about yourself, about your own ways, about your own personality, about your own opinions and your behaviors, whatever it was that you had to address. And I hear a lot of it had to do with what you were allowing yourself to entertain. What you were allowing yourself to entertain was drama, conflict, people in their BS, trying to help somebody they ain't trying to help themselves, trying to be there to rescue somebody from their whole entire life experience. And honey, that's good on you, because you got a good heart. But good on you when you realize with that good heart of yours that you could be loving on you, who's worthy and deserving of all this stuff. You're trying to get to somebody else who don't even know what the hell to do with it. I'm just saying. Oh, Lord, can we take a breath yet? Okay, let's see what else we have coming out in this prediction energy. If this was their experience, let's start. Oh, I like this because it came out upside down. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And this is saying, for you, you're going to see a reversal of fortunes. I'm hearing a reversal of fortunes for yourself, where a lot of things where you felt like you were on your own, you were alone, you felt so unsupported. You're going to be finding all the support that you need. And I feel like these boundaries that you set are going to have a lot of people feeling left out in the cold. They're going to be stuck in their own energy is what it is, because they ain't going to be able to feed off of your energy. They ain't going to be able to take off your energy no more. So they're going to be feeling extremely left out in the cold. Meanwhile, you be busy sitting in your boundaries of your whole estate over here doing great. And they outside the fence, because we got a 5 over here. We got a 5 over here. It's another alignment. These people are aligning with chaos because the chaos is within, and they're not choosing to deal with it. They're not choosing to recognize it, but they have that opportunity. And let me tell you something, the darkness is going to keep getting darker until they choose to address where that darkness is sourced from, which is within their own mentality, within their own heart, within their own energy, what they feed in the situation in their life. Or every situation in their life. I heard somebody, it's every situation in their life. Okay, so let me see what we have here. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. The 6 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. Yeah, somebody here is looking at trying to come back. Baby, come back. They're going to want to come back. They're going to want to come back, but they ain't going to get no further than want to. It's not going to actualize for them. There's no returning back to this. Whatever this was, there's no returning back to it, because it's now in a whole nother, whatever it was, the consciousness that had you put yourself in this situation, which is what you realized at the end of the day. Like, these people can't do nothing to me if I don't allow it. I'm the only reason why it's allowed. If I just quit allowing, then it's going to stop happening. Or at least that's what I've been told. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where you learn how to do this real good. No. 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 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, see, everybody coming to you for help. Hey, give me some of what you got. Teach me what you... Can I come and can you... and I just said it today. It's some about a person who is asking for something to another person from a place of lack and limitation. And if you don't do it for me, then I'm not going to get it. Versus, you see the need and you say, hey, come here, I got something for you, or here, take this. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 different energies. So let's see what's at the bottom of this deck right quick. We have, the King of Cups, emotional mastery. So what I'm getting is, in this situation, you learn to understand these dynamics between humans very well. And I'm hearing now you can teach other people. You got a level of experience. I'm hearing you got a level of experience that qualifies you to teach this experience to others through sharing. And they're saying, teaching old dogs new tricks. So interesting. It's like, then they're saying, well, can the consciousness shift? Because it's like humanity was at a certain level of consciousness, but there's been this... knowing that dealing with your own triggers helps so much. There's been this knowing, that setting healthy boundaries helps so much. But I'm hearing there's some support now. I'm hearing there's some support that was not available before. These cards are speaking a little bit different to me, purely channeled. There's some support that's available that wasn't available before. It's now become available. There was a missing piece to the puzzle. You know, they're showing me, I've spoken recently about the human synaptic pattern or brain, the thought system of the brain being misaligned. And so like a luggage system in the back of an airport where those oh god, what are they called? I can't think of it now. The little, you know, the little cart, the little black thing in it, like a little road and like a little trail, and they put their luggages on it. What is it called in the luggage when you drop off your luggage? Anyway, that whole delivery system in the back of the airport all jumbled. Conveyor belts. Thank you. The conveyor belts misaligned, packages flying against the wall, breaking. You know, I got a whole mountain of packages over there not getting nowhere. These folks is showing up in other cities and they ain't getting their packages. In other words, all of that is like the brain was missing some pieces. And so here's the thing. First you had to realize there was some things that were misaligned there. And then you had to figure out, well, how do we align them correctly? So you had to figure out the layout of the human mentality, of your own mentality. You know, how did I get this disalignment? So anytime they go on kind of deep tonight, ain't they? So anytime you get these triggers, they say 1330 Sedero, girl. And so every time you get these triggers and you look at, okay, I'm triggered right now. I'm triggered when I hear your name. Triggered. Yeah, all that. When I'm triggered because I'm looking at you, it's time for me to look at, why am I triggered? Where is the root of this? Where is this coming from? And is it actually something that you're doing? And if it is, then why am I allowing it? You know what I'm saying? But it's an opportunity to address that trigger within yourself. Okay. Anyways, so now the pieces are available. So they're giving it to me like conveyor belt. They figured out it was misaligned. Once you figure out it's aligned, now you got to start aligning it, get the right pattern in there, get everything hooked up, go in the right direction at the right speed, etc. for everything to land where it's supposed to. And what do you know? One of them machines had a broken piece, and the piece was on back order, and the supplier did not have any. But that who was that supplier? Source, creator, the creator, prime creator, whatever. Like, what vernacular do you speak? Was the one, and it was on back order. It was like for a particular time, for assigned time. Then the part would become available. And again, we're talking about a piece of human consciousness. And it has to do, I'm hearing, it has to do with the decalcification of the pineal gland en masse. They're giving me. Okay. Whoo, Lord. Somebody walked away from a situation because it's a big old fight. Somebody about to be really upset because they're going to be looking at another person's happiness. Somebody is aligning now with a great joy. For someone, it involves an Aries. This is giving a chance to chill, take a chill with the soulmate, a meant to be soulmate, somebody who's supposed to be in your life, soulmate. And there'll be no more feeling left alone in this. Somebody is going to be feeling strong companionship. Okay, to bring all this high and evolved in spiritual conversation down to an everyday experience that some of y'all are having. Okay, so if you're having this experience, it relates to all that other spiritual stuff I was just talking about. You did something in your experiences to attract this soul connection at this time where you have real partnership. And what you did was, they're saying what you did was work on yourself and become in emotional mastery. To attract this situation, you had to get your emotional mastery. That was done through this self-evolution work. By continuing to look at what was showing up, address it honestly, and move forward accordingly. So good job following your intuition, because apparently it's turned all the way up right now. Okay, that is what I have for us for today. If anybody got the download link at, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning in your city, whatever, and you didn't like it and you don't want it no more, all you got to do is send that text and let it be known. Other than that, I'm going to keep sending them to you. Whatever time they said to do a download, that's what's going to happen. You know, this channel is always in flux because we roll with the current energies. And this is the way it's rolling right now. So until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby.